Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, Creatively Sandra. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining. Today I'm going to be talking about the pin trading finale from the 25 years of pin trading weekend here in Orlando. The pin trading finale was a separate event put on by GoPin Pro and Figment Guy, and they do lots of great pin trading events, but this was the biggest ever. This was held in a stadium. This had 300 tables. It was sponsored by Whatnot. We had Pink a la Mode that was also there with exclusive pins, as well as GoPin Pro's exclusive pins, and it was just magnificent. The amount of traders, the amount of trading that went on, the sales as well. There were vendors selling non-pin things, so I'm going to show you a little bit of that. So I have mystery boxes from exclusive sales for this event. I have exclusive pins that were not mysteries from this event. I have trades I did, and I have a few non-pin purchases that I want to show you. So grab a snack, grab a drink, buckle up, and let's go. So the first thing I want to start with is one of the hosts of the event, GoPin Pro, and the pins that they offered. So they had, a couple weeks ago at the D23 event, they released some princess pins that were exclusives. They were mystery pins, and it was sort of the round one. I did a video on that, and I'll try and link that down below so you can see that first round that came out, or at least some of them, because I did not get all of them. This time I bought a few more, and here are the pins that we got. So this is the box that it came in, and this is the mystery box. So it's a large box. These are large pins. And then these are the pins that you were able to potentially get in the mystery box. So Ariel, you had Elsa, you had Moana, Mulan, and Sleeping Beauty. I know the first set, I'm going to forget one or two, but we had Cinderella, we had Merida, we had Rapunzel, we had Tiana, and those are the four I got, so I don't remember the others. But I got all of these, so let's take a look at them. So the first one I want to show you is Aurora. I think she was the first one I opened too, maybe. Okay, so she is beautiful. She's got her castle behind her. They've got this beautiful frame on it. I did also do a video of the unboxing of these, so this may be a repeat for you. So I'm just going to quickly show the pins. These are all officially licensed Disney pins. They're made by GoPin Pro, and I believe they are limited edition of 300. It doesn't say on the box, does it? But I'm pretty sure they advertised it as limited edition of 300. So that is the first one, Aurora. And then I also opened Moana. Look at her background with the beautiful sea and the boat there, and her and Pua in a nice hug. That is gorgeous. I also got Ariel. So I know she'll be popular. And she is gorgeous with the underwater castle there behind her. And I got Mulan. Just gorgeous. Look at their hair flowing. And notice that some of them, they have different, and you'll be able to see that when I show you the last one. I opened 6 boxes. I got 4 uniques and 2 duplicates. So I was able to then immediately trade for the one I didn't get, which was Elsa. And this is also gorgeous. And look at the border on that one. It's a little bit different, but all just beautiful. So very excited. I haven't decided which ones I may keep, which ones I may trade. I do have Pin and Pop trade event coming up later this week, so some of these will go in there probably. But there was one other pin that was not part of the mystery box that I opened up, and that is Hercules. So I was able to pick him up as well to either keep or trade. Haven't decided, but that'll be coming up. So another gorgeous one. Kind of cool that they did a guy too. And then one other thing I picked up from them, they had these cute little, I think they're acrylic. I'm not sure how they're made. Is it, it's not the 3D printing, but these are really cute. It just says want to trade, and it's a little key ring. And so that's adorable. So let me show you those together, just the princesses on a board here. So those are the 5 that were available. Just reviewing again. So I was excited to be able to complete that set. And that's that. So that is everything from Pink a la Mode. Now I'm going to show you what was available, what I got from the other vendor that had items for sale, which was, sorry, that was GoPin Pro. I think I've been doing that all day. Now Pink a la Mode. So I did get there early. I volunteered to help a little bit, but the way it went, when we got in line, things were not as expected. So the first time through in line, we got 1 pin to choose from their exclusive release and 1 mystery box to choose from. And so I chose a Remy pin that came out. There was also a Coco guitar. There was a Headless Horseman. There was a Rapunzel and a Sorcerer Mickey. Later I found out they also had some pins left over from the previous event. So Pink a la Mode was at, I think it's Disney Pin Society's event, and also at Fantastic Pins events, which happened from Friday and Saturday, I believe. I didn't attend those, but apparently they brought some over to this event because they had a little bit left over. But like I said, first time through the line, I just got 2 pins. So this is the first one, and it is the Remy, and I'm going to take this off the backer card and see how limited edition it is. So it is a adorable pin, and it is limited edition of 300. So it says special edition because that's how they have to do them with the Disney licensing. So it is a really good size pin. Really good size, adorable Remy there with Gusteau's on the front. What does it say? Oh, it's just stars above Gusteau's, and that is really cute. Okay, the other pin that I got was one of the Villains Mystery pins. Now these are beautiful pins. I did get back in line later to get maybe some others, and they were sold out by that point. I also, before I open this, I'll show you the other pin I picked up that was still available, and that is one of the Fantasia pins. I think, I can't remember if this one was released for this event or left over from a previous event, but it is a 25-year Sorcerer Mickey with the spell book there, and it is also an exclusive for this event or these events. Like I said, I can't remember which one it was for that, but it is, I think, also a limited edition of, oh, this one's 500. Maybe it was one of the leftovers because there was more available, but another adorable pin. So those are the 2 uniques that I purchased, exclusives, and then let's open the mystery box. Oh, and I got a couple other mystery boxes that we'll dive into as well. This opens so nice. Some of these mystery boxes just don't cut it. They do not bring over a garbage can, so we'll just make a mess. These are really great. So your choices are, I only have 1 box, so I'm just gonna read from here. Maleficent, Evil Queen, Ursula, Mother Gothel, Hades, Cruella, Scar, or the exclusive, which I'm pretty sure is the dragon. He even showed them at one point, and I didn't pay attention. No idea what this is. Ooh, it's pointy on the edge. It could be Scar. It could be Mally. It could be, I'm not sure. Let's find out together. It is, oh, Mother Gothel. Not one I expected. Okay, well, she's pretty. It's a pretty pin. They're a great size. So comparably, this is the 3-inch GoPin Pro pin. This is the Villains pin. So I do wish I had been able to get more of these and maybe a different one. Evil Queen would have been fun. Cruella de Vil. I do collect Rapunzel and have some other Gothel, so gosh, this is really pretty in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but that yellow behind her looks like an inlay, and then it almost looks like it's covered with yellow stained glass, like that the metal is embossed where the leaves are. But very, very pretty pin. Limited edition of 200 on that one. Okay, so that is Go Pin Pro. Oh, I did it again. That is Pink a la Mode pin from the mystery box. And then the other one that I was able to pick up was the Aristocat. So they had an Aristocat collection, and I think I got 4 boxes of these. I think I'm gonna only open 2, maybe. I'm gonna open 2 today. I'm gonna decide about the rest. I may leave them as mystery boxes for somebody to trade or purchase unopened. So let's see what's in here. Okay, on these, you can get, let me see if I can show you guys while I read it. You can get Marie, Toulouse, Berlioz, Duchess and Thomas O'Malley, the Italian cat, the English cat, the Russian cat, Scat Cat, or there is one exclusive. I wonder if I'll be able to tell or have to really zoom in on these pictures to see what is what. They did a nice job with the pull tabs here. And we have, is this the bottom? Yep. We have, ooh, that is Berlioz. That is cute. So these are limited edition of 300, and they have that, I forget what you call it, like the sandblasting kind of on the pink part there, and the kind of guitar or Eiffel Tower in the middle there with the piano keys. That is really cute. I guess they all have an Eiffel Tower and they all have the piano keys, so that is fun. I don't know, I might be tempted to open all of these. Okay, second bag. Let's see what we got here. It is, oh no, it's another Berlioz. Okay, I chose these myself. I literally picked them from the box, and I grabbed 2 and I grabbed 2 from the other side. So let's go ahead and open them all. That's not good. 2 dupes. So let's see what else we got. 2 more boxes, and then we can dive into the trades that I made. I have the right to change my mind on the fly. Here we go. It is, oh, it's the, the English cat. Cool, cool. Cool, man. I think he is a pretty cool dude, as far as the Aristocats go. Okay, last one on these. And it is going to be opened. I don't know why I started the it is so early. Let me take off these glasses again because they have such a glare. All right. Last one is, I'm going to have to look at it. I'll show you first. Oh, that one. Oh, this is the Italian cat. He's playing a little, like accordion there. So very cute. So those are fun. Those will make some good traders. So we will include those probably in our Pin and Pop trade event this weekend that's coming up. All right, let's clear and get some traders shown to you. Okay, so we've got, first of all, our first trade was with Figment Guy himself. So we did a high value trade. There was a couple of pins that I wanted from the event, the 25 years of pin trading event. And so he's great about bulk trading. So you can get a bunch of your pins traded for a higher level pin. And there were 3 higher level pins I wanted. So it was really good of him to be able to do that. So again, Figment Guy, you can check him out on, he has a Facebook page, he has an Instagram account, he does a lot of sales on Whatnot, and then he has almost monthly events here in Orlando, pin trading events that are amazing. And he's just a great guy. And him and his wife, Julie, his daughters, the families involved, and the volunteers with them, they're all awesome. So this I'm very excited about, from the 25 years of pin trading, limited edition. I really wanted some of the trading themed pins, and this one is fantastic. So it is Miss Piggy, and I think that's Gonzo, and we've got Animal there, and they are doing some pin trading. It is fabulous. It is huge. These values went up immediately. Who else is in here? Oh, the chicken. Does the chicken have a name? So that is gorgeous. And this is the back of the pin. So I don't know if you could see it, but that diamond there on the top was kind of a theme and on several of the pins. So this is a limited edition of 500. So you could only get these if you went to the event, if you got lucky enough in your RSP. And so this became really valuable really quickly and was one I definitely wanted. So that was part of my very first trade with Figment Guy. The second most wanted thing, I wanted one of these, so it could have been any of them. That was a LE200, by the way. This one is a LE750, and this one was one of 4 possibles, so I would have been happy with almost any of them. They had Figment, they had Stitch, they had Kermit, and they had Mickey. So I went with Mickey, and it is a pin trading book, and part of the reason some of them were different values is what was on the book. So this had a the pins on his pin book. It included Orange Bird and I think Figment. The cool part is this little book flips to the next page, so you can see that it's hinged. And then when you open that page, you've got Figment. I see an Animal Kingdom pin on there. Is that a sorcerer hat? Sorcerer hat, there's a evil or a poison apple, there's a Mickey pretzel, Cinderella's shoe, Aladdin's lamp, and the Epcot ball. But this is so fun, and he's got a diamond on there as well if you look right here. So very cool, and was able to trade for that. So when I did this trade, we traded about 11 pins for me to get these 3 pins that I traded for, and that's quite all right with me. It's why I acquire decent pins, so that we can do this. The last one of the 3 is this one. It is so adorable. It also has one of the diamonds in there. I'm trying to figure out how to hold it for you. And it is Minnie and Daisy trading, and they are looking through the trade book. They've got their lanyards on. They're in front of the castle, and it's just so pretty. This one is limited edition of 500. Let's just look at the size and the back of this one. So there it is off the card. And the back of this one. So beautiful pin. So Figment Guy, thank you so much for the trade. That was awesome. All right, so my next trade, I started to walk around. Oh, actually, while I was in line, I had tried to trade with somebody from Facebook weeks ago during the D23 event. We tried to work this out. She was not around, but her daughter was in town doing her RSP pickup for the D23 event. We tried to hook up to make this trade work, but we never got together. But she was there today, and we were able to do the trade. And so you've seen this pin before because I did get it in RSP, but I thought it would make a great trader for the one she wanted. So I'll just show that quickly. It is the what is it called? Many Faces? Something like that. Something like that. Many Faces or Many Sides. Many Sides of, and they had a bunch of different princesses and non-princesses, and this is the Tiana one. So that will be going in the Pin and Pop trade event as well. All right, next I ran into, you've also heard of this trader on my channel. I have recently found them on Whatnot and bought a few things. So these traders and vendor is We Heart Collectibles. So you can find them on Instagram and Whatnot as well. They are based out of California. Here are the QR codes. And so it was really funny because she looked familiar when I went up, and she recognized me, like, you look familiar. And we started to think, and as soon as I saw her logo, I was like, that's it. I purchased from you. And I was able to tag her in that video. And so she recognized my face from the video. And so what I traded with her is, I had been on the fence about this pin, trading or purchasing it, because it was there. She had plenty. I went for it. And it is the Alice in Wonderland Disney Vault Collection. It's from the Vault Collection, and it is Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Tea Party ride. So I thought that one was pretty cool. So this is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland opening day attractions, Disneyland Vault Collection. It's also part of the 25 years of pin trading. So I thought that one was really fun. And this is a limited edition of, let's see, limited edition of 4,000, it looks like. So that's pretty cool as well. And then the other pin I got from her was one I needed in getting towards completing my Disneyland hidden Disney collection. I needed this castle. So she also had that one, so we threw that in the trade as well. I just realized I didn't mention it, but I will be posting it as we go through the video. I'll try and put up pictures of what I traded for, because I think that's helpful for you guys to see what it took to get certain pins, like the 11 pins that I traded with Figment Guy. You'll want to see what it took to get the 4 pins that I did trade, and, you know, helps you understand what values and how things trade. So I will include pictures with each of the trades I've mentioned. Okay. My next trade, I went looking for this person because I was excited to see her, Marcy Mouse. So you may know Marcy from her live sales on Instagram. So every Friday night, just about. She didn't do it this Friday night because she was traveling here for the event. She is also California based. So I saw her go by. She was grabbing herself some sustenance because they did have a food vendor. And I made a point to go looking for her to see where her table was after, and we were able to work out a trade, and she had a Grail of mine. I was so excited once I saw this. So first of all, we chatted. She knew who I was from purchasing from her, and she was giving away these, which are, am I holding it the right way? The little pin poppers, and this says Marcy Mouse. Her son makes these now, so that was so kind of her to hand some of these out. That's a little Instagram symbol. But here is my Grail. I can't believe it. I've not seen this pin, like, even for sale. And it is the Kevin backpack. This was a Loungefly mystery pin series from years ago, and I've been looking for it. I don't know if you guys can see all the glitter in that. It was the chaser. I have never been able to find this in order to complete the set, so excited to add that one. So that was from Marcy, as well as this one. We traded this also. I had some others picked out, but just her looking through my book, what she could find that she wanted, this is what worked out. And so I was able to get the Disneyland D. Maybe I can put it on here and you can see it a little better. The Disneyland D Chaser from the Hidden Disney set. So it is Tweedledee and Tweedledum on that D. So that is super fun. I was excited because I think I only have maybe one chaser left from the Disneyland set that I need. And I did pick up some others of those pins. So let's see who else we have here. All right, so I traded with Hey Hey's pins. Hey Hey Let's Trade is the name of the company. And it is my friend Ashley. So we've met several times. We've gotten to hang out in the parks. She did a very special pin she created a while back, and I did get that, and it was a Hey Hey pin. This one is Cars themed, and it is gorgeous. And I just want to make sure I said, oh, Hey Hey's Let's Unbox, not Let's Trade. So I apologize for that, Ashley. But that is her handle for Facebook, for Instagram. She also sells on Whatnot. But this is the beautiful pin that she created and has available. And it is Cars themed, but look at that castle. It's like right on Main Street, and Mater and Lightning McQueen on there. It is gorgeous. And her backer card is so cool as well. So this is beautiful. Such a good job, Ashley. I'm so excited about that one. This one I did purchase. We worked it into the trade a little bit because we had to make up for about $10 in the trade. So she did give me a little bit off this. This is limited edition of 50. So that's what the back of the pin. So it's just beautiful and I love it. So something, my coffee or something just dripped on me, but we will clean that up later. So this was a purchase, but I'm gonna put it on the trade board because it went along with 2 other tiny little pins I traded with her. So I missed out on these completely. These were from Pink Olive Mode as mystery pins during the D23 event, the after events, and it is discussed. I didn't get any of these, but I'm excited to add a couple. So disgust and anxiety. She is adorable. Hopefully you can see those well with my big old fingers in the way. So those were a really fun addition. I'd love to get some more of them. They are going, like, you know, like everything, quickly went up in value. So what did I do here? I apparently spilled quite a bit of coffee. All right. I also did a trade with Pinderella, and I believe you can find them on Facebook. My friend Emily talks about them all the time and watches for their sales, but I was able to do, I should have brought a little board over. I was able to get 2 of the Hidden Disney pins from them. So I got the Marie ear hat, or earband, headband, and I got the Simba D. This one was probably the most, beyond the chasers, this was like expensive. I guess the D's are going for a lot more. I didn't realize that. I mean, I should have realized it. There's a lot of people who only want the D's, so those were going a little higher than the rest. Okay, then I did one more trade. I didn't get the name of this trader, but she had a couple of 25-year pins I needed, and this one went a little cheaper. So this one, the Jiminy Cricket, was the last 25-year I needed for Disneyland, and then the Cheshire ear headband was one of the headbands I needed. I think I still need 2 more headbands and 1 Castle Chaser, and then that whole set will be complete. All right, and then the last pin trade I did was a little girl. When I was in line, I mentioned that I went back and waited in line for Pink Olive Mode's sale again to get some more pins and try and get the villains, which I didn't, but there was a little girl behind me with her mom, and she asked me if I would like to trade, so we looked at each other's books, and I got this pin, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a very sparkly Rapunzel purse, and it's a hinge pin, so it does open, so she's adorable there, but then in her purse, she's got a hairbrush and comb, she's got perfume and nail polish, and a paintbrush. So it is adorable, and it's magnetic closure. So that was a cute addition, and that was my final trade of the event. So that's all the traders, that's all the pins purchased. Now I want to show you a couple other things that I picked up from some new to me vendors. And the first one I ran into had this beautiful bow that I saw, and it is a bag charm. So this vendor, let me pull out her information. I have a lot of it because she gave me stuff, which was so sweet. So their name is Yogi's Muse, and let me pull this out. So she gave me a little bag with stickers and her card. And so this has a little avatar sticker in there, which is super cool. And then Yogi's Muse is the name, and she does fantasy pins. So fantasy pins, but then also has a little collection of bag charms and pins, bag charms and things. This came like this. This is what I spotted from across the way when I walked over to her table. So it is a bow, but it also has an acrylic princess charm on here. So the whole thing is the bow, which is beautiful and in the colors of Rapunzel. And then you have an acrylic, rather large Rapunzel charm. And then also the beaded pearls there. So I thought this was so cute and so reasonable. She was selling these. Oh, look at, you also have that star there. The little charm. These were $20. And so I thought that was a great price for this bag charm, because you see these little acrylic things. A lot of people are selling these now of the princesses. First of all, this is her own art. And how often do you see long-haired Rapunzel with all of her hair on the top of her head? How cute is that? But that alone, those are selling for 30, 40, 50, even more with some companies. So I was very impressed by the price, and so wanted to give her my business, and I'm very excited I did, because I love what I bought. So this was the other one that I bought. And it is Tiana. And so this one, it's a smaller acrylic charm, but just as cute. So I bought that to also hang off a bag, and that was only 10 bucks. But then she also threw in a little gift. She was asking me what I liked, so she was digging through her bag of goodies and gave me this, which is like a bag clip of Merida. So cute. So definitely you want to check her out at Yogi's Muse. There's more stickers and cards in here. That's her. This represents her. So cute. So that was awesome. And this was one of the fun parts about being at a vendor event like this. You got to meet so many people, so that was really cool. And then the last vendor I met is brand new. So this was kind of her debut. They are called Parks and Prep. So this was the grand opening of their store. And so she had mainly t-shirts, and she even had like free shipping if they didn't have your size or whatever that you want there. But she had some catchy slogans on t-shirts for pin traders. I went with a pretty straightforward one. And so this is the shirt I bought. It says, "Let's trade pins." How cute is that? So it's in my color, pink. The blue is really pretty, so let's trade pins. She had another one that was Pin Drop Tuesdays, but in picture form. So it took me a minute to figure out what it said. And then she had like Authentic Pin Trader. She had I Love Pins. She's coming out with much more. She had some stickers and some vinyl stickers. I don't know what you call them, but this was one of them. Let's trade pins. And this is a vinyl that you can put like on the inside of your clear plastic on your pin bag, so that you are identified as a pin trader in the parks. So, and that is it. So let me tell you just a little bit more about the event. At this venue, there was, which was not controlled by the host, but their security. So there were really long lines outside for people to come in. But the table setup was great. There were tables are all around the outside of the arena, and then in the middle in like 6 sections of many tables. And there were like 3 vendor states. You could be a regular vendor, a featured vendor, and then there were some specialty booths for a few vendors. And then there was also food available there. So there was a and everything looked delicious. I didn't do it, but it was fresh. I saw people with French fries, with nachos, with sandwiches, with muffins, all kinds of things. So that was good. Restrooms, everything was there. So this was a great venue and a great way to do it. And they were able to cover a lot of ground with having 300 tables in there, and then all the people that came in. It was massive and busy, but it wasn't hot. It wasn't overcrowded. I mean, a lot of tables had multiple people at the table, so you sometimes had to wait to do a trade, but compared to some of the other pin events, this was just easy peasy. I met so many wonderful people waiting in line with me, new people I want to go check out on Whatnot, sharing their information, and so that is one of the best parts about doing these kind of events. Okay, so let's hold up here what we traded for, and you guys let me know. I've got Hey Let's Unbox pin included in that as well. So what was your favorite pin that I traded today? I'm not going to pull up the the purchase pins again, but if you remember, well, tell me which one of those was your favorite as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely a thumbs up, a great event. Figment Guy always puts on a great event. So does GoPin Pro. Definitely check them out in their store. I don't know if I mentioned that or if you guys already know, they do have a store in the Orlando area as well, and sell all their pin bags. I love their pin bags, their pin boards like this. Lots of fun stuff there. So definitely check it out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.